So I'm pretty embarrassed to say that I accidentally forgot I was reviewing this series. So I actually had finished a review for this particular episode, episode 3, and I remembered I did it, but now I can't find it. So I'm basically re-recording it. And I think I'm just going to combine episodes 3 and 4, which I just rewatched. And then I'm just going to have to slowly bring it back. I don't know how often I'm going to be reviewing this series since I already have like other stuff I'm reviewing. But I think I'll try to review it at least every other week. I am so sorry. I remember why I had put it on pause was because I couldn't get access to the images I needed, and I'd have to learn how to make my own images. Well, through doing Heaven's Official's Blessings, I learned how to do that myself. So I can do it now, no problem. I can make my own images. But wow, guys, I am really sorry I dropped the ball on Cheer Boys. There's no excuse, really. I'm just absent-minded. You gotta remind me of these things. If I randomly drop a series and I don't say I'm dropping it, you gotta be like, hey, what about this series? Are you still doing that? And I'd be like, oh, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna try not to let this happen again, but, at least you get a recap of 2 episodes this time. Does that make it better? I don't know. So episode 3 starts out with some little fan service with them at a public bath. And honestly, I hated showering in gym class. The idea of a public bath freaks me out. So I was right on par with Haruki, who was just kind of with the other groups and still covered. He didn't want to exchange sizes, if you know what I mean. But this guy did. This guy was all about public baths. The main focus of the episode 3 is that they want to recruit their 7th member, Sho. We all know he's going to join, but he spends pretty much that whole episode just being like, no, I'm not going to join. And I don't do stunts, and you guys are amateurs. And they spend the whole episode basically just working on trying to prove, that they're capable and they're not amateurs, so they can convince, Sho to join. Through the power of determination, hard work, and cute mascots, Sho finally is like, okay, I'll join. But I won't do stunts. And he won't say why. But he won't do stunts. But he joins. Episode 3 did have a couple notable moments that I didn't talk about, like where Wataru makes a squirrel face and pretends to eat an apple or something and declares that he's going to become the Squirrel King. I really don't think this boy is all right in the head, but it was cute, funny. I liked it. And then there's the moment where Gin, gets flirty and stuff, like, oh, eyes up here, and that was pretty funny. Episode 4, oddly enough, for once, wasn't about recruiting a member, which was weird because it seemed like we just had episode after episode just them trying to recruit. And this one's more about practicing and trying to figure themselves out, as well as Haruki trying to get over his fear of heights so he can become a flyer. And I'm just kind of curious, when are all these other members that they keep showing in the opening? When are they going to show? When is this afro-looking dude going to show? Or that cute little, girly-looking one? Especially the afro guy, though. When do they join? I need to know. I have thoughts, feelings. Part of the reason I wanted to watch this was because of the cute little curly boy. Sho wastes no time in trying to get the group's core strength up and work up ideas for stunts and stuff. Because, he's joining, but he's not gonna tolerate them being a loser team. Nah. We're we're going to be a winning team, no matter how much work and effort it takes. Coach Show is on the job. One funny thing we find about Show is that his drawings are horrendous. To me, they look like BDSM caricatures or aliens with like two mouths. I don't know how to describe it. It's horrendous. Haruki finally tells the group after he's officially been, designated a flyer. He's like, bros, I am afraid of heights. Deathly afraid. I'm struggling. And they're like, dude, we're sorry. What are we to do now, Wataru actually ends up scoring them a joint practice with a girls' cheerleading team, only because he lies to them and claims that they could learn from each other. But he was just making another bullcrap quote. That's all. That's all he was doing. And yeah, it's pretty funny. But they get there and they realize, oh man, these girls are super good, super talented, and we're kind of just trash. The team ends up trying to show the elevator routine that they had learned just recently. And the female coach is not easy on them at all. Eventually, Haruki attempts to do the elevator move as well, but again, he can't do it because of his fear of heights and everything. And the coach said, your problem is that you have no trust in your team. If you trusted your team, you wouldn't be afraid to fall because you'd know they'd catch you. And it is bringing the team a bit behind. This one girl that keeps appearing, we find out her name is Chihiro, I believe, and they have an awkward encounter. Like, it almost makes it seem like they're building up for these two to become a couple, but I don't feel like they will be. Either way, she is adorable, and she's just very encouraging, and he's just, I don't know, I don't think he knows how to deal with women. That cute jerk from, what was it, like the first or the second episode, who's like telling them that them being an all-male cheerleading squad's a joke, that they're not taking it seriously because it's not a game. Yeah, that guy, he's in this episode too, and he has a new buddy, a friend who I guess is also on the same team with them. So I was not missing him, and I honestly had forgot he existed. I had to really think of him and go, oh yeah, he's that guy. The guy that he is with though, this new guy, gives me 80s / early 90s vibes with his hair and his outfit, just his chill demeanor. He's the type of guy I think I would crush on in real life. Like, if I were to meet a guy like that in real life, I'd be like, hey, what's up? You single? But I'm taken. So there's a ring on my finger. So while they're at that team practice, Sho isn't there, I forgot to mention, because he has a part-time job that he picked up at the same place that Haruki also recently picked up. And we find out that there's a reason why he doesn't want to do stunts, and we don't know the reason, but he apparently had given up cheerleading at one point, and he used to be with Jerk Boy and Cutie Boy, and they're like, we thought he gave up. They're like, what? I don't know if they told him or not because it kind of just fades out, but I'm sure we'll find out in the upcoming episodes. And the episode just kind of ends with them on the roof, and they're realizing, we have a lot to work on, but we're going to prove them wrong. We're going to break free of the perceptions they have on us, and we're going to just blow the world. And we're going to be the first all-male cheering team, and they're going to love us. And then they'd find out that their name of their team shall be Breakers. And they're like, yeah, Breakers. And then they all put their hands in, and they lift it up, and they're like, Breakers. So that was the full review / summary of episode 3 and 4 of Cheer Boys. Again, I am sorry that they are together, but I had accidentally deleted episode 3's review, and I didn't really want to redo it all the way through again. So I just figured I'd make it more simple for you, and the episodes onward will just be single episode reviews, so don't worry. I don't know when episode 5 is going to come out because I'm doing Evan's Official Blessing and Actor Song Connection next week. I'm going to probably try to get another Cheer Boys in at one point in the middle, but it'll kind of just depend on how things work out. Either way, make sure you follow along and subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out when I do. And comment down below what you guys think of the series so far. And I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.